Hello, greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. We are Gillesmansillon. I say we because the more we realize that we are never alone. We are lower consciousness. We are higher consciousness. We are soul family. We are connected with our spirit group, with our spirit guides. We have a creator. Eventually, everything will be fused into one. We will no longer see separation between us and all those parts of ourselves. But for now, we are a collective. We are one, but we are a collective intelligence, and consciously or unconsciously, we are always influenced by several forces that are part of our spiritual connection, spiritual makeup. And we're moving closer to this full moon, this powerful full moon that is coming in a few days, couple of days. The moon is getting fuller, so there'll be Venus will be the main influencer in this process. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Angel Tarot and see what the reflection we may get from the angel. For the situation is the mission. We have a mission here. We came here with a mission, and we want to be able to fulfill our mission. What goes around the situation is the assess. Cheminement, it is moving step by step. What we see before us is freedom, is liberation. We're going to be liberated from all the old cycle, the old limitation, whether it is material or psychological. What we see in our past, the subconscious, is an elevation. We are elevated. There is a clearing up of the whole subconscious. More and more of the subconscious is becoming conscious until one day we'll no longer need the subconscious. We'll be fully conscious. And where we are now is the solution. We realize there is no need to struggle against problems. Go directly to the solution, and the problems will solve themselves. What comes to us in the near future is love. We're going to be able to move into ever-increasing octaves of love. What our strength in the situation is potentiality. We know what is potential. We want to align with that potentiality. What comes to us from the outside world is hesitation. So there is no really need to hesitate, but there is this. We are being reflected the possibility of hesitating, we have to make up our mind. And so once we make up our mind, there is clairvoyance, that a clear reflection will come from the outside world. And in our inner emotion, our hopes and fear is rejoicing. And the outcome is courage. The courage is the more lucid we are, the more compassion we are, the more courage we will have. And the best way to ascertain our courage is to face our shadow, our fear, our power within, to perfect our character. And so I hope this resonated with you. I wanted to discuss a few ideas. The first one is that all religions were created by God. Every religion, no matter what they are, there's only a certain number of religions, but they were all created by God because we were going through the Kali Yuga, the age of darkness, to educate man so he does not forget his creator, to elevate in moral value, and to learn to live together. So all religions are connected to divine beings that were catalysts to the revelation of those religions. If you're Hinduist, you will worship God through Krishna, Vishnu, Brahma. If you're Taoist, you will turn to the Tao, the Mother. If you're Buddhist, you will turn to the teaching of the Lord Buddha. If you're Judaic, you will turn to Yahweh, Adonai. If you're a Christian, most people will worship the Christ, but it is an error in consciousness. You want to turn to the Father of the Christ, the first source and center, the universal Father. And of course, if you're Muslim, you will turn to the great Allah, the one that is all. But all those gods are in reality only one God. They are different facets of the personality of the Supreme. And so it is in this new age, in the old Parthian age that we are now exiting. It was an age of glamour and pageantry and messiahs, saviors. Now we have to find this inner salvation. Is the age of angels. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. That does not mean that the Christ will not manifest to organize all the consciousness of the planet, but our return, but we have to make that connection through the inner self. For many religions have been manifested. They've been distracted from the original purpose of elevating mind's consciousness for political reason and separation, creating separation where they're confronting beliefs in saying my God is the God, and when actually there is only one God. And so the idea, when you connect to the inner self, the God of love, that love is unity, love is freedom, love is truth, then you can reconcile all those frequencies, and you can, for man needs to reconcile himself with his creator, with his source. And the connection is through love, mercy, and ministry. Those are the three. You love, you understand, and you minister to the world through that understanding that you receive. And so there is a confrontation because the light does not confront the dark. The light is just the light. It extinguishes the darkness, so there is no confrontation. But there is all those who are the power without and those who are the power within. Power over, there is the power over groups that are always trying to manipulate and control the world. Those are the ones that will have to face all kinds of struggle because until they find this power within. For the power within is the only true power. God is the only true power, and then this connection has to be made from within. I'm just sharing my own process. Maybe some other people will have different process, yet it always, everything will, at the end, the power within will there is no other power than the power within. And letting go of other things, trusting God with everything else. For we receive many revelations, some through our dreams, our insight, our meditation, our intuition, but we have to decipher between what needs to be shared and what we need to keep for ourselves. I really want to share as much as possible here, for instance, because I'm being called to anchor this energy and to share it. But there are many things that God, my spirit self, revealed to me that I cannot yet reveal to people. It's not the time. People would think they would not believe me even. So there's many things that I need to keep, and there are confidential things that needs to be revealed when it is the time. And even then, there are certain things that needs to be kept confidential because of the nature of the information in the spirit world on a need-to-know basis. When here I'm revealed much, but I'm asked to expand this spiritual consciousness as much as I can. So in essence, there is the soul that is the driver. It is the soul that drives our life. But the soul, and here we are the sleeping driver. We are not fully conscious of what is going on. But as the soul goes down, we'll become fully conscious and much more in control of what we create through our thoughts and emotions. There is 3 parallel Earths that are right now living in parallel: the 3D Earth, 4D Earth, and 5D Earth, and they all So the 3D Earth is a masculine energy, and the Earth is a feminine person who lives in a masculine energy. So it is not very comfortable. We're going to move into 4th dimensional Earth, which is much more feminine, receptive, loving, caring. And then we'll find the 5th dimensional Earth, which is balanced between yin and yang, male and female. There is an activation of the 12th planet. We need to activate the power of the 12 major planets of the solar system, and understanding the whole solar system is shifting. Everything is shifting dimensionally. We're moving from 3rd and 4th to 5th, but other planets are moving. Some of them are moving from 5th to 6th, from 6th to 7th, from 7 to 8, from 8 to 9, from 9 to 10, depending on where they're at. For there are many unknown civilizations in the invisible world that are located in the solar system. Every planet has life and intelligence on them, and some form of intelligence, sometimes even civilization. Even the sun is shifting from conditional light to unconditional light. And the sun is the master of the process, is the largest celestial object in the solar system. And closest to the sun, there is Mercury that works with the base right now, and so Mercury is going to be working from the dualistic standpoint to the unified standpoint, and this is going to be activating the Kundalini. This awakening of Kundalini is a root activation. And which needs to go from the lowest to this energy will slowly, gradually enlighten each of our chakras, like Shiva, to reach the Shakti point. And because what prevents us from seeing the chakra is the dualistic mind, that keeps us dualistic. So we're going to stop the pendulum of duality and use your imagination at first to envision this light that circulates from the center of the earth to the great central sun above and throughout all your chakras. The chakras will become more and more visible as we open our third eye, for the third eye opens up to the higher planes and higher dimensions, but it's also the ability to see inside of our body. The body is made of light in truth, and it's like a great temple, a great universe. It's so full of wonder, beauty, extraordinary treasures that we have not yet discovered. The Buddha already discovered that and explained it in the sutras. There is a great deal of intelligence in the ministry of the physical body and the physical ascension and the awakening. Our God self, our God minister, makes this ascension specially tailored for us. So there is a great deal of intelligence. Pay attention to little details. Sometimes they are very important. And then right now the second chakra, Venus, with this alignment with this full moon, Venus is activating this second chakra, the sacral chakra, sexuality, emotion, to bring it into harmonization. And then the earth is connected to our power center, and so we'll be moving the earth from a masculine energy to a feminine energy, and eventually we'll blend those energies. So it is a great process, and just breathe and enjoy the process as much as possible. Follow your joy, your inner intuition. There is nothing more powerful than following your inner guide. For the end is the beginning. We're very close to the end. It's the end of I know I'm at the end of that one process, but what's exciting is going to be a new beginning after that. There is always a new beginning after every ending. And even on the greater scale, we came from the eternal source and we left it to go through time, but at the end, we return to the point where we left, this eternal source, the creator. This is the ultimate cycle. The return to the source is really what we seek at the end, is to find ourselves, to find our creator. So the highest wisdom for us today is the farm. What we need to understand is the mother. What we need to do is Asia. And the outcome is forgiveness. I'm not going to comment them. I'll let you feel how those resonate with you. It's maybe different for everybody. Use a mantra that is very, very powerful. This mantra is, it says, I am light, I am the light, I am the love, I am love, I am light, love and light, I am love, I am light, I am. Move you with your intention. Is like you can raise your energy with that and remind yourself you are the love, you are the light, you are. And there's a very, very powerful mantra that will align you. If you need help, do not hesitate to call on Jesus, Joshua, Emmanuel, Sananda, no matter how you call him, the Christ. For he's the guide, is the universal presence that guides all within this process of ascension. And if you call on him, he will manifest for you. Do not be surprised that if you call on him, you will have a manifestation if you haven't had that already. For he's a transformational presence, he's a brother and a friend also, no matter. It's not a religious thing. You don't need to be religious to call on Yoshi or Yoshua or what you call him. What we seek is to be in order to see, and to get in order to receive, to receive peace, joy, harmony, abundance. To understand also that extraterrestrial contacts will not be a formalized thing at first, a government that will announce that they're going to make contact with the extraterrestrial. It's more heart to heart, one-on-one. For me, I made this first contact many years ago. But it's like, and it's going to start to happen on the physical plane as well. So it's going to be like, there are going to be videos on the internet, more and more of contact. Understanding that it's a matter of resonance. What kind of ET do we attract? If it's our family, which ones are coming to us? But they can come through telepathy. They can come anywhere, anytime. They don't need to come into those great big ships of light. They can just, they have all kinds of... Of course, there are non-physicalities and physicalities, but we want to connect to the upper fourth, fifth dimension. And because higher dimensional beings will have no forms, but they can take a form to come in with us. It's all about resonance, but trust your I am presence, your God self will know when it's time. It's all about heart to heart, one-on-one, from an equal from one to one. There is no, and this will happen more and more. But it's going to be a non-official. It's going to be informal, and ETs are more like us than we think. They're just different in form, but they have the love of God within themselves as well. And it has been announced that peace on earth will be made within the next decade, and from there, this is going to create ripples throughout the whole galaxy. The whole galaxy is full with civilization and life, and this will ascend the whole. This earth is instrumental in ascending the whole galaxy. So do never underestimate your own mission here. I do feel that this Epstein story will be one of the dominoes that will start the whole process of revelation that will eventually lead to first contact. For Spirit, as I was saying a few months ago, that first they need to clear up all the pedophile and the Satanist circles. So those are the dark. There is many other perverse energy that will need to be revealed, but those needs to be cleared up, and so. It's like the tip of an iceberg, but thousands of pages have been released, and so they will. This will initiate a process of revelation. So we're going to be able to clean up, so the humanity can be free. Well, I'm just following that, but it's not really essential. What's very essential for me, it's my art, my life. Your own life is far more important than anything that's happening on the news or the celebrities, or all those things are just illusions that were created to distract you from your own ascension. Just that's my feeling. Just take God at heart. Everything else, be neutral about it. For when you're connected and attached to God, you can be free of all other attachment. Yet you are connected to all, and when it is the time, God will place things in the right time, in the right place for you. Otherwise, we may put the right thing in the wrong time, or the wrong thing in the right time, and so we trust that. That partnership with God, your creator, your source. Todd, the master of wisdom, was saying that there is three things that prevents man from ascension. Is the attachment to evil, the lack of attachment to God, and the lack of interest in spiritual matters, because those who are not interested in elevating their consciousness will not achieve it. And so understand there is the control. This matrix is made of controllers and the controllee, and so this door number one or door number two is, are you controlled or you being controlled? But there is a third door that makes you exit the matrix, that keeps you neutral. Neutrality is pure. You have you're in a state of neutrality as much as possible. For love is neutral. The paintings behind me, this is a cosmic painting. It's like a spiral. It's kind of interesting. It's a different kind of painting. This is about the great Andromeda galaxy, with the symbol of the Trinity behind, and the Milky Way galaxy, family of love and the family of light. And here there is the DNA that comes out of the triangle, the power center that comes out into the light, and there is like when the two galaxies meet, it's like this point of awakening. And there is the code here, 00101110. It's a reminder that galactic, that cosmic key. I'll finish with a song and pull one more card. I hope you find this video interesting. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you have a really good full moon that is coming in a few days. It's an old song that went through my head from 1967. It goes like this. We skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, and the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, and the waiter brought his tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. that I wandered through my playing card, and I would not let her be one of 16 vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well be closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale. Thank you very much for staying until the end. The card of the day is I mixed the card, and it's exactly the same card as we had in the French reading. For see, it's like the magic is operating for it's like the random 78 cards. It's like it's the force of Raphael. Look for other possibility. Look into the magical side of life. I know it's a different card, I'm sorry. It's similar, but it's a different card. Look into other possibility. Look into the magical side of life. Become aware of your emotions. So here she's making a sandcastle. Similar card, but it's both a water card, and so it's about envisioning the possibility of magic to operate within life, and to allow this magic to pass through us without controlling the outcome, trusting that the outcome will be perfect. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, a good continuation towards this full moon, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Namaste.